Now, therefore, I do recommend and assign Thursday, the 26th day of November, next to be devoted by the people of these states to the service of that great and glorious being who is the beneficent author of all good, that we may then all unite in rendering unto him our sincere and humble thanks for his kind care and protection of the people of this country, for the signal and manifold mercies which we experienced in the course and conclusion of the late war, for the great degree of tranquility, union, and plenty which we have since enjoyed, for the peaceable and rational manner in which we have been enabled to establish constitutions of government, for the civil and religious liberty with which we are blessed, and the means we have of acquiring and diffusing useful knowledge, and in general for all the great and various flavors which he hath been pleased to confer upon us. And also that we may then unite in most humbly offering our prayers and supplications to the great Lord and ruler of nations, and beseech him to pardon our national and other transgressions, to enable us all to perform our several and relative duties properly and punctually, to render our national government a blessing to all the people, by constantly being a government of wise, just, and constitutional laws, to promote the knowledge and practice of true religion and virtue, and the increase of science among us, and generally to grant unto all mankind such a degree of temporal prosperity as he alone knows to be best. Given under my hand at the city of New York, the 3rd day of October in the year 1789. Go, Washington. I'm sorry, that was George Washington. I don't. It says go.
Good use of the word "have."
Thanksgiving Day 2008, a proclamation by the President of the United States.
2008.
Well, 2009 isn't out yet.
Really?
Yeah, he's behind the ball.
Isn't it Thursday?
Thanksgiving is a time for families and friends to gather together and express gratitude for all that we have been given, for the freedoms we enjoy, the loved ones who enrich our lives. We recognize that all these blessings in life itself come not from the hand of man, but from Almighty God. Each Thanksgiving, we remember the story of the Pilgrims who came to America in search of religious freedom and a better life. Having arrived in the New World, these early settlers gave thanks to the Author of life for granting them safe passage to this abundant land and protecting them through a bitter winter. Our nation's first president, George Washington, stated in the first Thanksgiving proclamation that it is the duty of all nations to acknowledge the providence of Almighty God, to obey his will, to be grateful for his benefits, and to humbly implore his protection and favor. While in the midst of civil war, Abraham Lincoln revived the tradition of proclaiming a day of thanksgiving, asking God to heal our wounds and restore our country. Today, as we look back upon the beginnings of our democracy, Americans recall that we live in a land of many blessings, where every person has the right to live, work, and worship in freedom. Our nation is especially thankful for the brave men and women of our armed forces who protect these rights while setting aside their own comfort and safety. Their courage keeps us free, their sacrifice makes us grateful, and their character makes us proud. Especially during the holidays, our whole country keeps them and their families in our thoughts and prayers. Americans are also mindful of the need to share our gifts with others, and our nation is moved to compassionate action. We pay tribute to all caring citizens who reach out a helping hand and serve a cause larger than themselves. On this day, let us all give thanks to God, who blessed our nation's first days and who blesses us today. May He continue to guide and watch over our families and our country always. Now, therefore, I, George W. Bush, President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim November 27, 2008 as a National Day of Thanksgiving. I encourage all Americans to gather together in their homes and places of worship with family and friends and loved ones to strengthen the ties that bind us and give thanks for the freedoms and the many blessings which we enjoy. In witness hereof, I have hereunto set my hand this 21st day of November in the year 2008 in the independence of the United States of America, the 233rd George W. Bush. Hooah!
Very nice.
What's your rabbi?
Yeah, let's see. Well, yeah, Rob, you're leading us